One of the most frequent questions I get is, what tools should I use to build my cohort-based course? Today, we're going to talk about all the different categories that go into building a cohort-based course, the individual tools, and the ones that I recommend. Let's get started. We did a 2-month-long case study talking to some of the best cohort-based courses out there and figuring out what tools they use for their programs. We talked to Building a Second Brain, Rite of Passage, Ali Abdul's Part-Time YouTuber Academy, and so many more. Each one of these course creators really knows what it takes to build and scale a program, and we wanted to learn from the best. There are really 6 categories of tools that you're going to need to consider when building a cohort-based course. A database, a payments tool, a learning management system, a community platform, a communication channel, something to manage your live events, and then finally something to tie it all together. That might sound like a lot, but don't fret, we're going to break down each piece step by step. Let's talk about the database. A database is just a collection of records, and in this case, a collection of your student records that tell you exactly who your students are, their contact information, whether they've paid or not, or any other thing that you'd want to know about them. The most popular tools for a database could be anything from a spreadsheet all the way up to a CRM. Our research, about 34% of creators use Airtable, 33% use spreadsheets, and then there's an even split with the remainder between both Notion as well as their LMS, which was, in this case, Teachable. Payments is pretty straightforward. It's essentially what you're using to process the payments, and it could be anything like MemberStack, Stripe, PayPal. There's probably hundreds of other solutions out there, but these are the top 3 that we considered. From our study, we actually saw that most people process payments through their LMS, which is a good leeway to talking about the next category. A learning management system, LMS for short, essentially represents where you store your resources. Video content, any async content. The most popular platforms are Teachable, Kajabi, and Thinkific. With cohort-based courses, one of the things is people may come for the content, but they're going to stay for the community. The fact that you build genuine relationships between other members who are interested in the same thing, now that is the most powerful thing. So you're going to really want to invest in a good community platform. Now, this could be anything from Circle to WhatsApp to something like Slack. For the programs that we studied, about 80% used Circle and about 20% used Slack. When considering your communication channel, obviously your community platform is going to be one of the channels, but you're also going to need something that acts as the single source of truth. And for most programs, that's email. The best email clients that we've seen out there include MailChimp, ConvertKit, or regular Gmail. The ones that most programs in our study used was ConvertKit. Live events and conferencing, Zoom is a must. When it comes to handling the calendar side of things, you'll probably want to use Google Calendar when you're starting out, and then switch to something like Virtually as you start to scale. Lastly, you're actually going to need something to tie all these tools together. And for that, you have Zapier. For those that might not know, Zapier is a no-code tool that allows various different tools to talk to each other and share data. And so in this entire tech stack that you're going to use to build your cohort-based course, it's going to become essential for all these tools to be able to talk to each other. Zapier is the duct tape that holds everything together. Now that we've covered the 6 category of tools that you need to build a cohort-based course, we're going to talk about the ones that we recommend and the price points. For your database, you're going to want to use Airtable. For payments, MemberStack. For your learning management system, Notion. For your community platform, Circle. For your communication tool, ConvertKit. For calendaring and live events, Zoom plus Virtually, and Zapier to connect it all. When it comes to pricing, you should expect to spend anywhere between $160 to $200 a month. Fortunately, a lot of these platforms do have free plannings, but you'll likely hit the ceiling and will have to upgrade. Also, a lot of them tend to be usage-based, so as your program starts to scale, you'll get charged more as well. Fortunately, if you sell out a cohort-based course of anywhere between 5 to 10 students, you're gonna make your money back plus more in no time. Well, I hope you learned something today. This video just scratches the surface when it comes to the tooling out there. If you want to see the full case study, I'll include all the relevant links in the description. With that, this is Ish, signing off.